Arguably the biggest game of the Big Ten regular season fast approaching. Rick Pizzo back with you on BTN Live. And for more on Maryland, Wisconsin, we head to College Park. Legendary Terps coach Gary Williams joining us from campus. Gary, what's the buzz like with the Badgers about to play there?
It's pretty wild. It's sold out and everybody's fired up. The only comparable game, and it was outside the league, Maryland played Virginia earlier, very early in the season. But you know, being in conference and the fact that it's Wisconsin, a Final Four team from last year, and what they've done so far this year, it's just incredible.
Two amazing coaching jobs this year by Bo Ryan and Mark Turgeon. What do you like about what those guys have done with their respective teams?
Well, what Bo has done, he's taken his team that got to the Final Four last year, and he kept them under control through the offseason, where he got them ready to play again this year. And that's hard to do sometimes. When you do get to the Final Four, to be really ready to play again the following year. But he's done a great job this year, and he's overcome a terrific injury. Trevon Jackson is a big loss for any team, given his experience, given his background as a point guard. And so to handle that loss, and a loss that comes in the season, during the season, is always harder than very early in the year. And to play the way they're playing, that says a lot about Bo Ryan. And, of course, Mark Turgeon, he went through a lot of things this spring. Some guys left transferring. A lot of people thought they weren't going to be very good. I think they were picked 10th in the Big Ten preseason. And to go into a new conference and to do as well as they've done is a tremendous accomplishment.
Folks at the Xfinity Center get to see a National Player of the Year favorite in Frank Kaminsky tonight. Gary, based on Maryland's personnel, how much of a mismatch problem is Kaminsky?
Well, I think Frank Kaminsky's his strength is he's a problem to play, because he's a big guy that can step out and shoot threes, but you're starting to see that quite a bit now. But the other thing is he's a great passer, so if you try to double team him, he can hit the open man. And the way Wisconsin plays, that's just part of their fabric. If somebody's open, they get the ball, and they all have responsibility to shoot the ball. So if Maryland did do a great job of shutting down Kaminsky, there's a lot of other people out there that can really do some damage. And you know, the other thing about Kaminsky, why I would vote him for Player of the Year, two things really. He's a natural leader. You can tell he's a leader of that team. And then the other thing is, you know, he takes responsibility. Reading some of the things he says after games when he doesn't have a particularly great game, he's not afraid to take on that responsibility. It's never the other guy's fault. It's always his fault. He can help the team play better, that type of thing. And as a coach, that really makes your job a lot easier when your best player is like that.
As for the homestanding Terps, Gary, where does Maryland have to take advantage to win this game?
Well, I think the key is if you look at the Duke game, when Duke went in and beat Wisconsin at Wisconsin, Duke has a guard by the name of Tyus Jones, who's really a good player, a great player. Wisconsin really struggled staying in front of him, trying to keep him under control. Melo Trimble's a great guard also, and that's where Maryland might have an edge, and the ability of Trimble to penetrate Wisconsin's really good defense and, you know, distribute the ball or score himself. Wisconsin does a great job of not fouling, and that's part of Trimble's strength, is he gets to the foul line. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes tonight if Trimble is able to penetrate with the basketball.
Finally, Gary, despite all of Maryland's success already this year, do you believe the Terps still feel as if this is a game where they have something to prove?
Yeah, I really do. And if you look at the Big Ten this year, it's really difficult for somebody that's not a big follower of a team or the conference to know, you know, who's in what place or whatever, because so many teams are together there, and that's what makes it a very strong conference. But this is a chance. If Maryland beats Wisconsin, there's no doubt in anybody's mind how good Maryland is, and it's a great opportunity, and you have to take advantage of it. Any good conference, if you're playing on your home court and you're playing a team that's ranked higher than you are, then you have to win that game. You have to take advantage of that and go from there.
Hall of Fame coach Gary Williams, anytime your name is written on the court where the game is about to be played, people should listen to that opinion. Gary, as always, good to chat with you, my friend.
Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it.